And all right, you can start ahead.
Okay, so I will lead with Mountain, Tap It, and a Goblin Lackey.
Yeah, that's
Go
good.
ahead.
This is tricky. Play Windswept Heath. I will crack, go to 19. Play Forest. And then I'll play Exploration.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And
what could this be?
and then
I have my suspicions. This could be Enchantress, maybe.
And then I'll play a Windswept Heath. And then
Okay.
I will pass with 5 cards in hand.
Okay, sure thing. I will untap, draw for turn. Okay. I will play a mountain.
Yeah.
Then I will go to combat.
Yeah.
And swing the lackey.
Yep, that's good.
Okay. So it does 1 damage and triggers.
Yeah.
And I will put out a Goblin Matron.
Yeah.
Which in its turn triggers.
Mm-hmm.
And I will search up where is it? A Siege Gang Commander.
Yeah.
And then I will pass the turn back to you.
Okay. I'll draw. 6 cards in hand. Let's see. I'll play my first land for turn. Serra Sanctum.
Oh, enchantments, yeah.
Yeah. I'll crack this. Well,
yeah.
So I have 2 mana. I'll play out Argothian Enchantress.
Okay.
And then I'll crack this, go to 17. Play Forest. I'll play Elephant's Grass and trigger.
Okay.
I'll draw a card.
Yep.
I'll play Forest for my second land. And I'll tap that for another Exploration and trigger.
Okay. Yep.
And then I'll pass with 3 cards in hand.
Okay, sure thing. Tap. Draw. Okay, I'll play a Carplucent Forest.
Mm-hmm.
Then I go to combat.
Yeah.
And I will declare attackers and pay 2.
Yeah. So just the lackey.
Just the lackey, because if I try and attack with the matron, I
Yeah,
can't
that's
afford
true.
to pay the fee.
Yeah.
So
Well, man, I feel like if Enchantress was an O2, this deck would be tier 0.
yeah, it would be good.
All right, let me think about this. Siege Gang. I think it's fine.
Well, that's only one in my hand.
Yeah. Sorry, how many cards do you have in your hand?
3, apart
Okay.
from Siege Gang.
Okay. Yeah, Lackey is fine. I'll go to 16.
Okay. Okay. So trigger,
Mhm.
and I'll bring out Siege Gang,
Yeah, that's good.
and that comes in with some
Mhm.
buddies. And then finally, I will tap 1 for a Mog Fanatic.
Yeah.
And then I'll pass the turn.
Okay. I'll pay 1 upkeep for Elephant's Grass, and then I'll draw.
Okay.
Play another Enchantress,
Okay.
and then let's see. Play a Forest for my first land. Then
Yeah.
I'll add 3 white and a green.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, let me think about this.
How many cards do you have in hand now?
I have 2 cards.
Okay.
This is tricky. So if I do that, sorry, just give me 1 moment.
That's okay.
I think I'll just pass for now. So with 2 cards in hand.
Okay.
So we can get the camera to focus.
So I will. I'll go to combat again.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I will pay 2 for Goblin Lackey to attack.
Yeah. No blocks. It's good.
Okay. So down to 15. And it triggers.
Yeah.
And I will put in a Goblin Sharpshooter.
Okay.
I will also pay the last red and play a second Mog Fanatic.
Okay.
And then pass turn.
All right. I will pay 2 for Elephant's Grass, and then I'll draw.
Okay.
I'll play another Exploration, double trigger.
Okay. Yep.
1, 2.
So you've now got 4 in hand, is it?
Yeah, I have 4.
You're playing games. Are you even working today?
Yeah.
What? Bullshit.
Always a good question to ask, huh? All right, let's think about
I'm
this.
doing more work than you.
She's not wrong. I'll add in 4 white and a green. I'll use a green and a white to cast Sterling Grove, double trigger.
Okay.
1, 2. I'll play my first land, which is another Sanctum.
Okay.
Then I will. I'll use the 3 floating to cast Sacred Mesa, double trigger.
Okay.
1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Use 4 of it to cast Opalescence.
Okay.
Double trigger. 1, 2. And then I'll use the last 2 white floating to make a Pegasus. And then I will pass with 6 cards in hand.
Okay. Right, I will untap and draw. I will then play a mountain. I will then tap the Goblin Sharpshooter to deal 1 damage to the Elephant Grass.
There's a Sterling Grove. Yeah.
Oh, it's Sterling Grove. Okay.
Yeah.
So Sterling Grove is the only one I can target, actually. Right. I will pay 2. No, sorry. I will do Sharpshooter dealing 1 damage to Sterling Grove.
Okay.
I will then sack Mog Fanatic, dealing a 2nd one to Sterling Grove, which triggers the Sharpshooter to untap. I will then target the Elephant Grass with Sharpshooter to do 1 damage to that. So Sacred Mesa is 3, isn't it? Okay. I'll pay 2 and sack a Goblin to Siege Gang to do 2 damage to Sacred Mesa, which triggers the Sharpshooter to untap. And then I'll tap the Sharpshooter again to do 1 damage to Sacred Mesa. So the Pegasi are 2/1s, aren't they?
No, they're actually 1/1s.
Oh, they're 1/1s. Okay. The explorations are all 1/1s, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll sack a Mog Fanatic to do 1 damage to an exploration,
Mm-hmm.
which triggers the sharpshooter to untap. I'll then tap the sharpshooter to do 1 damage to a next exploration.
Yeah.
So is that doesn't that leave 1 exploration left, or do I get both?
Well, I mean, you kill it, and then the sharpshooter untaps, right? So you could just
yeah,
kill
that's
them
true.
all.
Yes,
Yeah.
it does. And then kill the next one. So when that dies, that untaps, and then I do I kill the unicorn as well, the Pegasus rather.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that untaps.
There goes the board.
The Opalescence is a 4 mana, and it's okay. I can't target the Opalescence because the Opalescence is in fact, it says every other enchantment, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So it's still an enchantment. Okay. Then I'll go to combat and swing with not the sharpshooter, but everything else.
Yeah, that's 6 damage.
Yep, I think that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
Okay.
So that triggers.
Yep.
And I put out the Goblin King.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think I pass the turn back.
Okay. I'll draw. I'll cast a Wild Growth, double trigger.
Okay.
1, 2. I'll cast another Wild Growth, double trigger. And then I'll just cast a third Wild Growth, double trigger.
Okay, that's a lot of wild growths.
Yeah, that's something. Let's see. I'll play. So let's use 1 is 4. I'll add 4 white.
Okay.
I'll cast Replenish.
Oh, wow, that's a lot of cards.
Yeah. Well, I think I misplayed that though. But so we have these. Let's spread it out a little bit. Okay.
Okay, so Argothian Enchantress says when you cast an enchantment spell, so that you didn't cast them, so you don't draw the cards. Okay, so it's not within the battlefield. That would be pretty wild.
That would be. I'll play a Plains, so that'll be first land drop. Then I'll tap this for 4 green and a white. I'll use a green, so 3 left. I'll cast Sterling Grove.
So with that on the stack, I will pay to sack a goblin and target the first Sterling Grove.
Okay. In response.
Now, I'm also going to respond to the trigger.
Okay, so You
But
still have
that's
priority
sacked
then,
at the
I
top.
guess.
So in response, I will tap the sharpshooter to target elephant grass.
Well, hold on. I'm responding to you dealing 2 damage to the Sterling Grove.
Okay.
Is that okay, or do you still want to have priority?
No, I'll pass priority before.
Okay. Then
sharpshooter.
before you blast the Sterling Grove, I'm gonna sack it.
Okay.
So this is still on the stack.
Yeah.
So
in response to that, so your trigger's still on the stack, yeah.
Yeah.
So the Sterling Grove. So you've got the Sterling Grove
Yeah.
trigger to search on the stack.
Yeah.
As well as below that, you've got
Yeah.
the Siege Gang, and then below that you've got the original, the Sterling Grove that you were playing. Mm-hmm. So in response to all those 3, I will tap the sharpshooter and target the elephant grass.
Yeah, you can just blow the board.
Yeah, blow the board. There's nothing else for 1 mana, is there?
No.
There's only the Sterling Grove.
Because the wild growths are not creatures. Yeah.
Okay.
So does the Sterling Grove search resolve?
So yeah, the search now resolves.
Okay. See, this is what I'm talking about, where like I'm learning to sequence properly, and I meant to cast the Sterling Grove before the Replenish.
Okay.
Yeah, because then even if you destroyed it, it would all come back through the Replenish. But I left an opening there, which made things difficult.
Yeah, good point.
Let's see. So. Two green.
Oh, there's also, so you've got the other 1 mana things. The wild growths. Are they 1 or 2 mana?
They're 1 mana, but they're not creatures because Opalescence doesn't do enchant creatures.
Does it not affect them?
I don't think so. We can double check, but I think it's just.
They're local enchantments. Okay, yeah, not global.
What do I get here? I think I get this, but I had another misplay, unfortunately, so we'll try it. I get a Solitary Confinement. Okay, so Sterling Grove is still on the stack. Does this resolve?
Yes, that resolves.
Okay. So I have 2 green. I'll use 1 green, cast Elephant Grass, double trigger.
Yep.
1, 2. There were a series of misplays in this one. The other misplay is I have a land in hand, and I should have played it before I lost the explorations.
Yes. Let's see. It's actually a very complicated deck to play, isn't it?
Yeah, I've been learning a lot. So yeah, because the lands, playing them doesn't use like passing priority. I should have played the lands that I had before you started blasting stuff, basically.
Yeah.
Let me think about this. 1 green. And then, so you spend 2 mana to destroy the elephant's grass. Well, this is going to be tight. So the Elephant King the Goblin King thing makes things very difficult. 9. Hmm. All right. Well, I don't think there's anything I can do at this point, so I will just pass over to you.
Okay.
Or sorry, I have to go to discard. I have 8 cards.
Okay.
I'm going to discard a. I'm going to discard an Enchantress's Presence. So I have 7 cards.
Okay. I can't target anything at the moment, can I, because of Sterling Grove?
Yeah, Sterling Grove is the thing that.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to spend 2 and so I'm going to target you for 1, shoot you for 1 with the sharpshooter.
Yeah, I'll go to 8.
And I will Siege Gang Commander target the Sterling Grove.
Yeah.
So that untaps from the first goblin.
Mm-hmm.
Then I can tap it in response to. Can I? So that, yeah. So there's a. I'm just trying to figure out whether there's an opportunity between sacking the goblin to that trigger, and your Sterling Grove going, that I can do another one. Just trying to figure out how that works on the stack.
Oh, I see.
So I tap it first, sack a goblin, put that on the stack, which untaps that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's targeting your Sterling Grove.
Mm-hmm.
Then I can I could target you again for 1.
Okay, I'll go to
because
7.
I can't target any enchantments.
Mm-hmm.
Then your Sterling Grove dies.
Yeah.
Which triggers that to untap. Then I can target your Sacred Mesa. And then tap 2 and sacrifice the Goblin Matron
Mm-hmm.
to the Siege Gang Commander's ability, which
Yeah.
then untaps the Sharpshooter and targets the Sacred Mesa. So then, in response to that, I can then tap that to do Elephant Grass again.
Okay.
That untaps. Your Mesa dies from the 2 on there. Then I can go to combat and swing with these 3, which I think is 7 damage.
Okay.
You do have enchantresses if you wanted to block.
Yeah. Yeah. So the Siege Gang is the biggest at a 3/3, right?
Yeah.
So I block that. You deal 2, so it's 4, and 5.
So if you I don't know whether you're going to do this yet, but if you do block,
Yeah. Yeah.
Before damage, I will tap
Yeah.
to do you 1 damage, and then on the
Yeah.
death of the Enchantress,
Enchantress.
I'll
Yeah.
untap and do another.
Yeah. So let's see. If I block the Siege Gang, you'll deal me 1 to take me to 6. And then I'll take 4. I'll go to 2. And your thing will untap and take me to 1, potentially. If I block 2 things, then you'll ping me, take me to 6. Then I'll take 2 from the lackey and go to 4. Then these will do. Do you get 2 untaps because they both die, or
So
is it?
it's 2. So whenever a creature is put into a graveyard, so it triggers multiple
Okay,
times if
I
you've got
got you.
multiple creatures dying.
Okay, so sorry. So then I'll go to 6. I'll go to 4, and then this dies. You untap. You take me to 3, and then this dies. You untap and you take me to 2. You have 1 card in hand?
Just 1 card, yes.
Okay. So to recap, if I block the Siege Gang, take me to 6, take 4, I go to 2. This dies, you untap, you take me to 1. Okay, I'll block the lackey and the Siege Gang with these 2.
Okay. So before damage, I'll
Yeah.
do the 1 damage to take
I'll go
6.
yeah.
And then
And the
damage
damage,
will resolve the Goblin King.
I'll
So
go to
that's
4.
2. Then those 2 will die, and they'll be able to respond to the 2 triggers.
To put me to 2.
Sorry, untap. I can tap. Untap. I can tap. So take you down to 2. Yeah.
Okay.
So 4 damage. And then I think I passed the turn.
All right. This Opalescence has been big trouble for me this game.
I think it is a risky card to play.
Yeah.
I think in the right matchup, I think it's good to play. But I think with a
the sharpshooter made things really
sharpshooter,
difficult.
yeah.
That was the thing, is like, I think it was like turn 3 or 4, I had an Enchantress or 2 out, and this is the only enchantment in my hand. And so I waited a turn to see if things would improve. But it was like the only enchantment to get me going, basically.
Okay.
And I was obviously not super pleased about it. But okay, I'll draw off the turn. Okay, let's see. So we'll tap 4, and then I'll play a Replenish.
Okay.
So I'll go back. And now with 2 Sterling Grows, life will be a little bit better, I think.
Yeah, that's a bit easier when you've got 2 Sterling Groves out.
Okay. Then tap for 4 green. And let's see. I'll play out, I'll use 3 to cast another presence, so I'll draw 1 off of the first one.
Yep.
All right, let's add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh, wow. 11 white.
Yeah, and then I have 1 green floating still. Okay, first, I definitely need this Solitary Confinement. So we'll go to 8 white and double trigger. 1, 2. And I'll use 4 white to cast Parallax Wave.
Mm-hmm.
And then double trigger. 1, 2. Then use 1 white to cast Enlightened Tutor.
Okay. So that puts it on top of your
Top of the library, yeah.
deck, doesn't it?
Is that okay?
Oh yeah, yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
I'll get a worship.
Yep.
Three white. This could be tricky. Use 1 green, 1 white. I'll cast Argothian Enchantress.
Okay.
And then jeez. I'll play a forest for my first land drop.
Mm-hmm.
It's green, so I have 1 white remaining to cast another Sterling Grove. 3 triggers. 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Then I'll play a forest for my second land drop.
Mm-hmm.
Play a Brushland for my third land drop. And the plains for my last and 4th land drop.
Okay.
And then I'll use the floating and 3 to cast Worship and triple trigger. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm going to use one of these counters to get rid of the sharpshooter. That's like easily the most troublesome one.
Mm-hmm.
And then
so that is that's, I don't know where to put this. I suppose that's,
yeah, it's just exiled for now.
Exiled.
And then I will also exile the Siege Gang.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna pass the turn with 7 cards in hand.
Okay. I'll play out a lackey and pass turn.
Okay, I have a lot of triggers. So first, this will go to 2.
Yep.
Then I have
Fading
these
counter.
3. Yeah, so that goes to 2. And then for Elephant's Grass, I'll pay 2. So So these each have 1 counter now. And then for Sacred Mesa, I'm going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I'm going to make 9 and then sacrifice 1. And then this one, I need to discard a card. I'll discard a City of Solitude.
Yep.
And then I'll skip my draw. I'll go to main. And I guess I'll go to attacks. I'll attack with the worship. And yeah, I think actually I can attack with these 2. I'll attack with the worship and 2 Enchantress's presence. And let me think. No, I'll just attack with these 3.
Okay, so the worship and 2 Enchantress's presence.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll double block the worship with the 2 goblin lackeys.
Yeah.
And I'll take 6, is it?
Yeah. 0-14. And then I'll pass to you.
Okay. Right, they're not untappable. Draw for turn. I'm going to play a matron because I want to have a look at my deck.
Yeah.
see if there's
you never know.
anything I can actually use. Well, it's possible, yeah. I'll search up a sharpshooter.
Okay.
And pass turn.
Turn.
Sorry, no, before I pass turn. Before I pass turn, I will play a land as well.
Okay.
So go ahead.
End of turn, I will make 2 more Pegasus tokens. With these 2 and then 2 forests.
Yeah.
Okay, so this will go to 1 fading counter. For Solitary Confinement, I'll discard a Windswept Heath. I'll make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I'll make 9 more tokens and sacrifice 1. And then the Elephant's Grass, so it's 4 mana. I'll tap that. And I think that's everything. And then I'll skip my draw, and then I'll go to attacks. So you have a 2-2 and a 2-2. And I'll attack with 10 of the Pegasus tokens. I think that should be enough, I think.
Yeah, I think you got it. Well played.
Right. Yeah, no, it's definitely a very close one.
Yeah, it's all the replenishes that really spell trouble, because once you just keep on bringing stuff back, it's difficult to actually find some way of bringing it down. How many replenishes are you playing? Are you playing
2.
3, 4?
Nah, I played 2.
2, okay.
But
you managed to find both of them?
Yeah, I only had 15 cards left. I had 2 Enchantresses going for a while, so my hand was pretty.
Did you sideboard a lot, just out of interest?
I had a decent amount. to bring in, not as much to take out. I'm very new to this deck, as I mentioned, and so like I'm not super confident in my choices by any means. Have you played against Lorenzo yet in our pod?
I haven't. No, he's
Okay.
I've got a match against him tomorrow.
Okay, cool.
Presumably, you had an interesting matchup against him.
Yeah, but I obviously will not spoil anything.
Yeah, no, don't talk about his deck. So I'll take the play.
Yeah.
As expected, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think I will keep.
We'll go to 6.
It's an interesting matchup. I don't think I've played against Enchantress yet. I think it's the first time.
Yeah, I think the matchups can be pretty interesting. Obviously Goblins does have some answers with Anarchy or Naturalize or some of the other bigger board wipes, and so it can be interesting. All right, so I'm going to 6. Let's see what we got. I think this is fine. I'll put back 1, and then you can go ahead.
Okay. I'll play a mountain, tap it, and play a Morg Fanatic. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'll play a Plains, and I'll pass.
Okay. I'll go to combat.
Yeah.
And swing for 1.
Yeah, I'll go 19.
And then I'll play a second mountain. Last turn.
Okay. Play a Brushland. I'll take 1, go to 18.
Okay.
I'll play a Sterling Grove.
Sure.
And then I'll pass with 5 cards in hand.
Okay. I'll play a mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Tap 3 for a Goblin War Chief.
Yeah.
And then go to combat and attack for 3.
Yeah, that's good. So I'm at 15.
Okay. And pass turn back.
I'll draw.
Okay.
Let me think about this. I'll take another one, go to 14. Play a Wild Growth. That wasn't right. Oh well. I'll do a green and white. I'll play Elephant's Grass.
Okay.
And for land for turn, play a Serra Sanctum. So I still have a white floating. I'll pass. I have 3 cards in hand.
Okay. Sure. Tap, draw. Hmm. Oh, sorry, those are untapped.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll tap 2 red for another Goblin War Chief.
Yeah.
Actually, can I reconsider that?
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll pay 1 for a Goblin Lackey.
Yeah.
I'll go to combat, pay 2, and swing in with the Lackey.
Mm. How many cards in hand?
4.
Wacky. I think I'm gonna swords that.
Okay, so that is exiled. I gain 1.
Yeah.
Then for my land drop, I'll play a Wasteland and Wasteland the Serra Sanctum.
Yeah.
And pass turn to you.
Okay. I'll pay 1 for Elephant's Grass. I'll draw.
Okay.
Play Brushlands. I'll play another Sterling Grove.
Okay, sure thing.
Then I'll pass with 1 card in hand.
Okay. Draw for turn. I'll play a mountain. And with the cost reduction from the existing War Chief,
Yep.
second War Chief.
Yeah.
And then I'll pay 2 to attack with that same War Chief.
Yep. I'll go to 12.
And then pass the turn.
Okay. Let me think about this. Two mana. In the turn, I'll crack one of these.
Okay.
I'll get a Circle Protection red.
Okay.
Go to my turn.
Yeah.
I will let this die. And then I'll draw a card. And I'll play this out.
Okay.
And then I'll pass with 1 card in hand.
Okay. Draw for turn. I'll play Wooded Foothills. I'll crack the Foothills.
Yeah.
to find land, basic. Where is it? Yeah, one of these.
Mm-hmm.
And then for 1 and red, and the cost reduction from the war chiefs, I play a goblin ringleader.
Yeah, that's good.
So that triggers.
Mm-hmm.
Bring out another war chief, a Mog fanatic, a mountain, and a mountain. So
All right.
two lands to the bottom.
Yep.
Just looking up a card. Okay, so I will need 2 for another war chief.
Oh wow.
And then 1 for another Mog fanatic.
Yeah.
To that distribute, and then go to combat.
Yeah. Maybe I should have kept the elephant grass.
And then swing with the team.
All right. I'll prevent 2 the war chief. So I take 6.
Okay.
I think.
Yep.
All right. I'll go to 6.
Okay, and pass the turn.
All right. I'll draw. So those fanatics sort of put me at 4. The Sanctum would be very useful right now. We'll go to 5. We'll play out an elephant grass.
Okay.
Let's see. So attack. All right. I'll pass with 1 card in hand.
Okay. Draw off turn. Draw 1 tapped. I will so if I attack with 2 creatures and pay 4, I know you're just going to prevent the damage.
That's the plan.
So I'll play out a Wasteland.
I was literally about to say that I think the only thing that gets me out of this is a Serra Sanctum, but that's seeming very unlikely now.
And then I'll go to combat.
Yeah.
And pay for attacking with 2 War Chiefs.
Okay. Now use a Serra protection.
Okay. So I can then pass the turn.
Okay. I'll pay the upkeep for Elephant Grass.
Actually, sorry, can I just... no, carry on. Sorry, I've already done that. Don't worry.
Okay. You let me know. It's up to you.
Okay, no, it's fine. You carry on.
Okay. I'll draw for turn.
Yep.
Now let's go to game 3. I'm going to run out of mana before... there's no way for me to get enough cards to come back from this one. All right. Oh boy. What does this actually do? Let's see. So get that out. And then what happens? I don't know. I'm gonna keep it. I think Enchantress players will be angry about this keep, but we'll see what happens.
I will. I'll put that back.
All right, I'll get started.
Okay.
This is probably very controversial. I'll play a forest. I'll play exploration, and then I'll play a plains, and then I'll pass with 3 cards.
That's not bad. Okay, draw for turn.
Yeah.
I'll play a mountain, tap it, and play out a Goblin Lackey.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
Okay. I'll draw. I'll play a forest, and second land, I'll play a plains, and then I'll play a Parallax Wave.
Oh, okay.
And then I will pass to you with 1 card in hand.
Okay. Untap, draw. Play a mountain. Go to combat.
Yeah.
Swing with the lackey.
I'll exile it.
Okay. So it's Exile Dundee or
Yeah.
Parallax Wave. Put it there for the moment. Okay, I will pass the turn.
Okay. This will go to 3. I'll draw. Oh gosh. I'll play a plains, and then I'll pass to you. I have 1 card in hand. This was basically my opener of 4 lands, exploration, and parallax, and I was like, I guess I can power it out turn 2, and hopefully buy myself enough time to draw into something more interesting. But
Yeah.
maybe that was the wrong move.
Good plan. Okay. Draw for turn. I'll play a Carthusian Forest.
Mm-hmm.
I will pass the turn.
Okay. So we'll do it too. All right. We'll play a Plains. Maybe we'll get an Elephant Grass or something. I'll pass to you. I have one card in hand.
Okay. Draw. Another mountain.
Yeah.
And I will pass the turn.
Well, that makes me very scared. This will go to 1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear. I will pass with 2 cards in hand.
Okay. Draw for turn. I'll play a Wasteland.
Yeah.
So when the last fading counter goes, does anything happen other than it goes to the graveyard?
It's when you can no longer remove a fading counter, then the creatures will come back. So yeah, so next turn it'll have 0 counters, but the lackey will still be exiled. The turn after that, during the upkeep, it'll sacrifice itself and the lackey will come back.
Okay. I'll play out a Goblin Matron.
Yeah, that's good.
And I'll dig out a Siege Gang Commander.
Yeah.
So that's in hand. And then I will go ahead and pass the turn.
Okay. So this will go, and then I'll draw. All right. I will pass with 3 cards in hand.
So at this stage, you can't actually exile any more creatures, is that right?
Correct. This card is tricky against goblins because you have so many enter the battlefield effects. So
yeah,
exiling a matron or siege gang is not always productive.
Okay, so I draw for turn. Untap. I'll play out a Tormod's Crypt.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll go for it. I'll play a Siege Gang.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And I'll go to combat and attack just with the matron.
Yeah, I got a 19.
Okay. And then I'll pass the turn.
Okay. This will get sacrificed in upkeep. Mikey will come back. And then I'll go to draw step.
Okay.
We play a Sterling Grove.
Okay.
Let's see. A lot of goblins.
It is.
Let's see. 2. Play a Sanctum.
Okay.
I'll add 2. And I'll cast Replenish.
In response, I will Tormod's Crypt the graveyard.
Yeah. Before. Okay. Hold on. So if Crypt resolves, then I get priority again with this still in the stack, right? Like it doesn't just resolve as soon as the Crypt resolves. Like I still get another chance.
So the Crypt will resolve as a trigger on before that resolve.
Yeah.
But yes, it will be there. You can then respond to your own replenish. Yeah.
Then I'm gonna sacrifice this.
Okay.
And well, let's see. Worked so well last game, so let's get one of these.
Okay.
And then Replenish will resolve?
Yes.
Okay. So this will come back. This will be on top. This will be here. Then I will pass to you with 1 card in hand. And
Okay.
Circle Protection on top.
Yep. So untap, tap, and draw off turn. So first things first, I'll wasteland the Serra Sanctum.
Yeah.
Then I'll go to combat.
Yep.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
And attack with everything.
Yeah. So that's 5, 7, and a trigger. So I'm at 12.
Yep. So with the trigger, I will put out a Goblin Ringleader.
Mm-hmm.
That's a Pile Driver, a Naturalize, a Sulfuric Vortex, and a Mountain. So only the Pile Driver.
Okay.
I'll then play out the Pile Driver.
Yeah.
And pass the turn to you. Actually, just a minute before I do.
Yeah.
No, that's okay. No, carry on.
Okay. I'll just draw the Circle Protection, and then I'll play it. And then I'll pass to you.
Okay, in your end step, I will take 1 damage to have green from Carplucent Forest and naturalize the COP.
It has the Sterling Growth.
Oh, in that case, I'll naturalize the Sterling Grove.
Okay. 12 life. So if I do that, I can block 3 things. Is there any enchantment that I really want? I think I need a natural draw step. Okay, naturalize is good.
Okay. So untap.
Mm-hmm.
Draw. Play Mountain.
Do you mind putting the Carplucent Forest at the top just so I can remind myself they have a green?
No, that's fine.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
Yep. Okay, I will pay another
Well, it's
life
not a good sign.
Naturalize COP second time.
Yeah, I will, in response, target the Lackey, the Siege Gang, the Pile Driver, and the Ringleader.
Okay, so all the 2-mana ones.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's that, and that. Can't do anything. So I will go to combat with these 4.
Yeah, that's
so
good.
That's doing 4 damage.
Yeah, I'll go to 8.
I'll then play out a Skirk Prospector.
Oh, yeah, that's very good.
And I will also play out a Tormod's Crypt.
Okay, sounds good.
And then pass the turn.
All right. I unfortunately don't play any Wrath of Gods, so yep, you got it.
Oh, jeez.
That was a good one.
Good games, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. I think games 2 and 3, I just didn't get the draw engine out, and so I wasn't able to keep up with you. And then
game 1 was amazing in that way. It seemed really resilient. But you probably do need the kind of Enchantress cards out to really get the drawing going.
I think so.
Do you ever keep putting them back until such times you have an Enchantress? Because you presumably play 8 Enchantress effects in the deck.
So I think this is where my inexperience with this deck. I actually boarded out some of the presences because I kind of felt like a 3-mana enchantment would be too slow. And I was hoping that I would at least, because I kept 1 into Tutor up, and then I figured with 4 of these Enchantresses, hopefully I get 1 to stick, basically.
Yeah.
I just felt like a 3-mana card would be too slow, but I don't know. These games kind of showed that like I just could not keep up with you, right? And I think the only way that I could have is if the Serra Sanctum was allowed to live, and the Wastelands handled that in games 2 and 3.
Yes. Yeah, it was Wasteland did its job there.
Yeah.
But I've never played Enchantress. I can't offer any advice about hands and so on. Isn't it Andrew Walker's? It's his favourite deck, isn't it?
Yeah, he plays it a lot. Some other people have started to brew with it as well.
Mhm.
I think it's really good. My hand game three, like I said, was basically just like 4 lands, exploration, and the Parallax Wave. And I was
Yeah.
hoping that I would draw into something, but that didn't really pan out. But
Yeah, you seem to be drawing a lot of lands
yeah,
at that
well,
stage.
it happens, and like you had kind of a
Yeah,
slower start as well.
I
So,
did. I did.
so I
But I
guess
was
you
also
probably had like
reluctant to play out. I was also reluctant to play out creatures in the face of the Parallax Wave because I didn't know whether you were playing that. There's like a 2-card combo between
oh yeah
Parallax
with
Wave.
with
Um,
Opalescence.
yes. Well, no, well, not just that, but there's another one that allows you
Oh, the Seal
to.
of Cleansing.
Yeah, that's right. Respond to the triggers of exiling them, so
Yeah,
they can never get brought back. I didn't know whether you were playing that.
yeah. I actually boarded out, so I play Seal of Cleansing in the main, but I boarded it out. Maybe I should keep one in
Okay.
just because I didn't really think about Sulfuric Vortex. That's definitely one to keep in mind. Um, yeah, I don't know. It
Yeah,
was pretty interesting.
it was another sideboard card. So what did I bring in? I don't know. There's a couple of Tormod's Crypt, 4 naturalizers, a couple of sulfuric vortexes. So I figured that if you were playing a slow game, sulfuric vortex would be quite
Yeah,
useful. Um,
I think like Vortex
and
is interesting. It could also be, I guess, kind of dangerous if I have like Worship or Solitary Confinement out, but
yeah, that's true.
um, probably worth it to bring in regardless.
Yeah, it's well, I've not got a lot of experience playing against Enchantress, so I don't really know what the best things to
Yeah,
bring in are, apart from
you and me both.
naturalize, of course.
Yeah. I think that's one of the fun things about like, recording these is like hopefully some other people offer collective wisdom and, we can improve our games in the
Yeah.
future. But
Oh well, I expect if they're up on YouTube or something like that, I expect people will point out a lot of mistakes that I'm making as well, which would be good to hear. I mean, it's always nice to learn.
yeah, no, I feel like you navigate it really well, especially the sharpshooter triggers were pretty complicated. There's a lot of different things there, and I don't remember if there were any points in which like you could have sneaked in an extra damage or not. I feel like it was
There may have
pretty
been,
clean.
possibly. Yeah, I actually boarded out both sharpshooters after game one.
Yeah.
Um, I wasn't sure whether you'd keep Opalescence at that time.
Yeah, I kept in Opalescence because on the off chance that I am able to get the Opalescence Parallax Wave off, then it's like pretty hard for creature decks to beat it.
What is the combo there?
So basically, if you have both out, right, um, the Parallax Wave is a creature, right? And then
Yeah,
what you can do is, so there's 5 counters. You use the first 4 targeting other people's creatures. And then with the
yeah.
last one, and this is all holding priority, and then you can use the last one on itself. So it'll exile itself. And then the trigger of when this leaves the battlefield, all things that are exiled return. So this will return with 5 counters. And then
Ah,
and then the
okay.
remaining 4 triggers will happen, exiling your creatures forever.
Ah, okay. So
And
that you do it all at the same time then. So
yeah,
you have to stack the triggers that you're exiling from the other person's creatures,
yeah. So
and
basically,
then
everything you target first, and then you target this last.
okay.
And
All
it's
right, I wasn't aware of that. That's a good one.
yeah. So that's like this is really hard for creature decks to deal with. It also gives your enchantments pseudo vigilance because you can attack in and then like exile them all and then return them all into play untapped.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good. The only thing to watch out for is like if you have a Sterling Grove out, then you can't target your own enchantment.
Oh, of course. Yeah, that's a bit of a non-bow, isn't it?
Yeah. So
Oh,
these
yeah.
are